Guess who's back? Back again. It's Reed Barkus with Falcons Today, back in front of the camera to give you guys some thoughts and takeaways from day 1 and day 2 of Falcons Mandatory Minicamp. I kind of smushed them together because I was supposed to do this video yesterday, and I got a little bit too busy because I still am a producer. And so I kind of mushed them together because Raheem Morris kind of said it's the same thing. The beat reporters, who I'll give a lot of love to in this video as well, kind of just the same stuff. So I figured I could put it into one video. And if you're giving me some flame for the Florida State shirt, I am a Florida State alum. The real ones know. 6033, I know. You can flame me in the comments if you want to. All right. Which Falcons player are you most excited for in 2025? Before we begin, I just want to get the pulse of everyone right now. I'm excited. I can't wait for the season to start, especially now that I'm in charge of the channel and everything. I'm just so immersed in the team right now, and I feel like Michael Penix might be off the table. Everyone's excited for him. I kind of want to go with Bijan. Everything that I've seen so far with Bijan is just it's trending upwards right now, and he wants to have a Saquon-like season. And Raheem Morris talked about that, and they talked about how crazy he's looking on the field. So I would say Bijan, but let me know. Go in the comments and let me know who you're most excited to watch in 2025. Could be just the whole team. Who knows? All right, day 1 attendance. Raheem Morris said every player was present except for defensive end Morgan Fox, and it was excused because it was a personal matter. So nothing to worry about there, but everyone's there. Let's go. I love it. I love when it's perfect attendance, kind of. Day 2 was a little bit different. We'll get to that in a second. But Raheem Morris did have his press conference yesterday for day 1 of mandatory minicamp. And the first thing he said was they're being extremely cautious with Kaleb McGary. I think he's got a mystery injury. So I don't know what it is. If you guys know what it is, please let me know. I tried to look into it, but I mean, he's a 30-year-old offensive lineman. They're probably just being cautious with him. Maybe, I don't know. We'll monitor that as it continues, but I don't think it's anything to worry about. Sort of the same thing as Kyle Pitts. Injured, but it's June. We're fine. All right. Has a belief in Kyle Pitts. So I like this. I like that your head coach, even though Kyle Pitts hasn't produced the same as his rookie season, I like that Raheem Morris still has confidence in his tight end. And I expect Kyle Pitts to have a better season than he's had the past 3 or 4 years. And he's been on the team for a while. I would hope you'd have belief in him. But I'm excited to see what he can do with Michael Penix. I don't know why, but there's an image in my head of him streaking up the field in the middle of the field, just catching it right from Michael Penix. I don't know. All right, and then the last one is can't hurt to have Kirk here, which I kind of love that. We'll get more into like what he kind of talked about with the whole Kirk thing, but it seems like Kirk is ready to be QB2. And it's not hurting Michael Penix that Kirk is, there and distracting. Michael Penix is calm, cool, and collected, according to Raheem Morris. There's no, I want to take your job from Kirk or anything like that, which I'm really, really excited for because I don't want any distractions for Michael Penix in his first season as the starter. And then today, day 2 presser, Jalon Walker leadership. According to Raheem Morris, he's got captain-like personality traits, which I love. When you draft a guy in the first round like that, you want to have him produce really early and be able to be a starter. We got him slotted in as a starter, and he's going to have a big year. And then Bijan Robinson, my most excited player to watch in 2025. He's just nuts. Raheem Morris was talking in his press conference about how he made a cut, and everyone was like, oh, my God. Everyone went crazy, and we got to go home. We got to go home. He's shutting down practice because he's making cuts like that. So I'm excited to see what he can do in 2025. And then we got Divine Diablo and Caden Ellis. So he was talking about these are 2 guys that are candidates to have the green dot in the middle of the field and be the captain of the defense. Divine Diablo, Raheem Morris was saying that he's exceeded expectations coming in as a free agent, which I'm loving. Whenever a new guy is coming in and you're like, all right, I think this guy can produce pretty well. And then when he exceeds expectations, it's just even better than you can imagine. And then Caden Ellis, he said, quote, he's like Kobe Bryant. He just eats, sleeps, and breathes football, and especially Falcons football. So everything he's doing, he's just obsessed with, the organization, and just, he said even to everything down to what he eats is just, I love that. All right, so Daniel Flick, Shout out to you if you're watching, Daniel. He followed me back. I didn't even know, but I was like, oh my God, it's a great surprise. Him and a bunch of other beat reporters have really helped me out with, keeping me updated on everything going on at Mandatory Minicamp. So shout out to them. I'll give them shout outs as soon as they come up when we're looking at them later. But notes from Minicamp Day 2. Didn't see Kyle Pitts, Cordero Hodge, Troy Anderson, Braylon Trice, David Onyemata, or Morgan Fox. We talked about Morgan Fox already. So I guess what I'm assuming from what I heard from Raheem Morris is it's very casual. They're running through plays and stuff like that on the field, just neck up, just helmets. So I think when you got people who aren't maybe on the field or not there, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Kaleb McGary was in the gym. Love to hear that. That's why I don't think that injury is super big. And then we got Lamar Jackson intercepted a pass from Emory Jones. Love that. And then Xavier Watts, Kevin King, among other guys working off to the side. So like I said, very casual. Shout out to Daniel Flick for these updates. I love it. This helped a lot. And then we got him yesterday talking about Raheem Morris said the Kirk Cousins situation has been less dramatic inside the building than external perception. It's been really boring for me, Morris said. So I love to hear this because when you're looking outside and you're talking about, oh, Kirk Cousins wants out, he wants traded, you don't know what's going on inside the building. And when you hear something like, it's been really boring for me, it means it's nothing. It means Kirk Cousins, we all know who Kirk Cousins, he's a great guy. He's not going to be sabotaging Michael Penix or anything like that. So I mean, it could be a great poker face, or it could mean drama's over. I mean, right? Because if you're thinking about, okay, does Kirk want out? Okay. That could, I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, poker face or the drama is over. You decide. I think we're fine. I think we're chilling. I think Kirk knows his place now. I think he understands the reality of, I'm not going to start somewhere unless another team's starting quarterback gets injured, or God forbid, I don't want this to happen, Michael Penix gets injured, and he's like, all right, I'm ready. There's a quote that he was talking about, I'll stay ready, and I'll come in whenever I'm needed. I don't want to need him. I want Michael Penix to have full 17-game season. But if another team, their starting quarterback gets injured, I think that's the first place he goes. All right, day 1 minicamp takeaways. Michael Penix looks good, man. Oh, man. I was watching some of his videos of his passes and stuff and throwing the out route to Ray McCloud. It just looks beautiful. I'm a lefty also, and I played quarterback. And watching him throw and that ball just perfect. It's spinning perfectly. It just looks so good. He looks so good. And especially with this wide receiver depth chart right now, we got Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Ray McCloud, Cordero Hodge. I mean, this is so valuable for Michael Penix to be getting these reps, officially as the starter. I mean, this is just so valuable for him. And I just love that he's taking the bull by the horns and just getting such good reps with his top receivers. And I can't wait to see what they do in 2025. And then I love this. Michael Penix asked about whether or not he felt Drake London was underappreciated across the league. He said he won't be after this year. Oh, man! Doesn't that get you fired up? He said, yeah, watch us. We're going to go crazy in 2025. Shout out to Tori. I love she's got great stuff. Go follow her. If you guys are looking for any updates or anything like that, all these people, I'll shout them out. Tori was great. But let me know before we continue on with this video with Michael Penix. You think he gets over 3,500 passing yards in 2025? Type O for over, type U for under. This is an easy one. This is an over for me. He's going to be slinging the rock. I can't wait to see. All right. Let me know down in the comments if you think he will get over 3,500. And we move on to Mr. Jalon Walker, first-round pick. He is pro ready. I watched a video of him. He was swim moving and just literally juking like he was playing basketball, just breaking ankles and getting to the passer. And if you look at this picture here, I can't show the video, but shout out to Joe Patrick. I reposted this video, so if you go to my Twitter, you'll see it there. But it was against Jack Nelson, the rookie. But still, He looks good. He looks good. I mean, if you go watch the clip, you're gonna be like, oh my god, the speed and agility is clear with Jalon Walker because he's. You just got to go watch the video. I'm watching, and I'm like getting excited in my chair. I'm like, this guy is so ready to start on this defense. And if you look at this defensive line, our front five. I mean, I said that I've kind of been saying this feels like a top 10 crew right here. It feels like a top 10 squad. We got Jalon Walker, and I think James Pearce might start a couple games. I'm not gonna lie. I like Leonard Floyd in there as well. David Onyemata. I mean, tell me I'm wrong. Feels like a top 10 squad. Feels like a top 10 squad. This is way better than what we've had in the past. I don't know why, but it just feels better. All right, let's go to the last takeaway, the Kirk Cousins saga. So there's going to be a lot more like takeaways from this because there's a lot of quotes and stuff. But it looks like he's ready to be QB2, which I'm very happy to hear. And like Raheem Morris said, it's less dramatic than it is externally, which I just love because I want Michael Penix to be clear, calm, focused on getting the Falcons to the playoffs. That's what I'm hoping for, and just winning games and getting exciting plays out there. But I think he looks like he wants to be the backup. Not wants to be. He obviously wants to start, but I think he understands the reality of I'm the backup quarterback, and let's help my team win. So we got Mark. I don't want to mess up your last name. Mark Raimondi. Shout out to Mark. He's done great stuff. We've talked about him plenty of times with PD on the show. We've shouted him out. But Cousins on Penix. Michael's going to do great. He's going to have a great career. He's off to a great start. He's got all the tangibles and intangibles you need to be successful, and I'm here to support him as he needs it. But I also don't need to be in his ear so much that I'm sort of another weight, another voice. So I love this from Kirk. And we all know who Kirk is. Like I said earlier, he's a great guy, and he's a great teammate. And so I expect nothing less from him to just support Michael Penix. But to hear him say it and instead, of him being either quiet or being like, yeah, I want to start or something like that. He's like, he's going to have a great year, and I'm here for him. And I love that. And then Penix on Cousins saying, Kirk, he's always been the same guy from day one. He's always told me since I got in, he was like, I got your back. I told him I got his back. We support each other, and that's how it's always going to be. I love that. I love that. And that goes back to what we were talking about, how Raheem said there's nothing. It's in-house. It's different than external. When you hear, oh, Kirk wants to be traded, means he's unhappy. No. It means he just wants to go start and continue his career and not end his career as a backup on the Falcons. But, like I said, he's understanding the reality and them saying they got each other's backs. And that, I just love that because I mean, Michael Penix needs somebody with the knowledge and the skills that Kirk has to go through this season. Because if he has any questions or anything like that, or how to, like, operating procedures, especially now with, OTAs and minicamp and training camp. Okay, how do I do this? What's the best way to, take in training camp? Stuff like that. So I love that he's got Kirk here and that Kirk is ready to have his back. All right, Tori, going back to you. Asked about a potential trade / whether or not he would be a starter in the league again. Cousins said that obviously he would love to play. Makes sense. I mean, he wants to start somewhere. And like I said before, my prediction is he's going to go to the first team where their QB1 gets injured. And that's just the reality of it. Because Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers, that was the last option. And he's not going to go to the Browns because their QB room is loaded right now. So he's just going to wait. And he's going to be a great backup until then. More from Tori. But I'm not going to dwell on things that aren't reality. That's not the situation I am in. So I think it's better to be focused on the situation I'm in. Oh, man, I love this. I love this. I was just waiting until minicamp to hear what he has to say because we haven't really heard from Kirk. And we know he's a great guy. And there's not much more you can say here. He's a backup. He knows he's a backup. But he's accepting that, and he's ready to support Michael Penix as he continues on with his career. And I think the biggest thing is just having a veteran presence for Michael Penix going into his first year as the starter and him under like the backup understanding, I'm here to support you, but I'm still ready to play, which there's nothing more you could want from your backup quarterback. I'll support you, but I'm ready to play. I'm okay with that. All right, Kelly Price. Shout out to Kelly. She's got some great stuff as well. Go follow her. Kirk Cousins on his preference to be a starter elsewhere. Certainly, there were conversations, but that's an offseason question, and we're moving forward now. I love that. Kirk's mindset. Let's go. I'm ready to start the season. Yes, I'd love to be a starter, but that's an offseason thing. We got to focus on what we can do and get better as a team right now, and I love that. More from Mark. Cousins. I think right now it's the situation I'm in and being the best I can be. The best I can, and hopefully in February, we as an organization are holding up a Lombardi trophy, and how we can do that is just more important as a team. I love this. I love this. This is Kirk saying, I don't care about what's going on. I don't care about I want to be a starter or anything like that. I want to do what's best for the team, and I want to win a Super Bowl for the Falcons. He came here because he wanted to come here. His family's here. His wife loves it here. He came here for a reason, and he's going to stick with this team. And we all know who Kirk has a good mentality. We've known that from the beginning. That's why we like him when we first got him. And yes, he's had some injury concerns, and the production hasn't been great. Up and down. He was great in the beginning of the season and then fell off. But we know who he is, and we know that he's loyal to his team. And hearing him say that he just wants what's best for the team and to hold up a Lombardi trophy, music to my ears. Starting to sound like the drama is done. I don't know about you, but we could be just getting blown stuff of like, oh, yeah, he's fine. Everything's good. Or it could be like, yeah, I'm ready to just start this season and go. But I think it's done. I think the drama of Kirk Cousins wanting out of Atlanta and being, oh, I'm going this, I'm going here, and seeing him in Cleveland, I think it's over. I think we're just ready to get some football started, and I can't wait for it. Josh the Athletic. Great stuff. Follow him as well. Kirk Cousins. Depth is more important at every position. Certainly, I'm doing all I can to stay ready. I think the organization would like to not need me, but I'll do my best. I'll do the best I can to stay ready. It's what you want from a backup quarterback. I'm ready. I kind of alluded to this earlier from just he wants to play, but he knows the reality of I can't right now. And that's just the way the situation is. And clearly he wants to play, but he understands the situation. He understands what's going on. He understands that Michael Penix is a starter for the Atlanta Falcons. He isn't anymore. But having your backup quarterback be ready in case anything happens, it is so important. I mean, any teams, 32 teams across the NFL, they know how important a backup quarterback is because one little injury to your star quarterback and your season could be ended. Like when Jalen Hurts got hurt last year for the Eagles, Kenny Pickett came in and he stunk. You see what they did against the Commanders in the NFC Championship, and then you see a couple weeks before when they played with Kenny Pickett, one person, one quarterback, the starting quarterback can make a huge difference. So having a great quarterback with a great mindset to back up your starting quarterback, love it. Love it, love it, love it. More from Tori. Asked what his best case scenario was. Kirk Cousins focused his answer on the Falcons organization. This is more just talking about, Kirk is focused on the Falcons. He said, right now, it's being in the situation I am in and being the best I can. And hopefully in February, we as an organization are holding up the Lombardi trophy and how we can do it. This is the same type of quote, but I'm just more on it. You know what I mean? That's where the focus has to be. That's where the organization That was, as an organization, win a championship, and each one of us individually has to do our part in that to get there. Man, sorry. This is all we want to hear. I know it's a little bit of a repetition, but I just love this. This is, like I said, we really haven't heard from Kirk talking about what he wants to talk about and his side of things and where his mindset is and what he thinks. It's all we want to hear. All we want to hear. All right, before we continue on, or I guess we're right at the end of the video, right, Colin? We've talked about this shirt before, the Falcons camo long sleeve. It is $20 off. Was $55, $36 now. Like I said before, I love this shirt. This is a great shirt. But if you guys want to get it, chatsports.com/Falcons sale. Cullen, I might think about getting this shirt. This is a good shirt. I know it's summer right now, so it's the long sleeve is maybe a little bit, but wear it at home and stuff, and you got to get ready for the 2025 season. So if you guys want this, chatsports.com/Falcon sale. They got a bunch of other stuff as well. All right, before we end the video, I got a question for you guys. Do you want Kirk Cousins as QB2? This is like a different question of like, oh, is Kirk Cousins going to play on the Falcons? Do you want him as the backup quarterback to Michael Penix? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I'm typing my yeses. I think he's a veteran quarterback that after hearing what he has said, he understands the situation. And I feel like I'm repeating myself, but he does. He understands that Michael Penix is the starter, and he's not the starter anymore, but he's ready to play. And if a situation arises where, you know, he's got to get traded to a different team because their quarterback one goes down, or God forbid Michael Penix goes down, he's ready. And he's got a good mindset of it. So I'm going to say yes. Let me know what you guys think. And made it to the end of the video. If you want Petey or excited for Petey's at-home videos to come back, the real ones know. A little bit ago, he talked about how he's going to stay. He's coming back in a little bit. So if you're excited and you made it to the end of the video, I want to see how many people made it to the end. Type Petey down in the comments. Let me know if you guys are real ones. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.